Thank you very much, spokesperson, Comrade Mahlengi, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, and South Africans at large. The midterm report presented to the 5th National General Council stands as an emphatic declaration that the African National Congress is not only renewing itself, it is repositioning South Africa on a path of methodical progress, measurable development, and accelerated transformation. Delegates welcomed the midterm review with warmth, confidence, and visible enthusiasm, recognizing it as a turning point in the movement's trajectory. At a time when the world is marked by volatility and the nations confront unprecedented pressures. This report demonstrates that South Africa under ANC leadership continues to advance human development, expand opportunity, and strengthen the building blocks of a just society. As the nation marks 70 years of the Freedom Charter and approaches 114 years of ANC leadership, the midterm report confirms what millions of South Africans understand. The ANC remains the only movement capable of uniting the nation, transforming the state, and advancing a thorough socio-economic progress that improves daily life. The report is anchored in verifiable facts. Life expectancy in South Africa continues to rise, reaching 64 years for men and 69.6 years for women in 2025. A scientific accomplishment rooted in massive public health investments and the most extensive HIV and AIDS turnaround on the continent. Educational progress has placed South Africa at the forefront of global human development indicators. The Global Gender Gap Report 2025 ranks South Africa first in the world for women's enrollment in primary, secondary, and tertiary education, a direct outcome of ANC policies that widened access and dismantled apartheid-era exclusions. Youth investment has intensified, with 75% of young people now enrolled in education, while participation in higher education has risen, offering a proven protective effect against unemployment. These are not abstract achievements. They are scientific measurements of a society that is moving forward. The expansion of the social wage is equally demonstrable. Today, 90.2% of households have access to electricity, up from 76.7% in 2002. 87.7% have access to piped water, and 83.1% now enjoy improved sanitation, compared to barely 61% 2 decades ago. These numbers reflect a profound transformation in the material conditions of millions of people and reaffirm that the ANC-led state remains the primary engine of human upliftment. Even in the face of global shocks that have driven increases in food insecurity worldwide, South Africa continues to deepen interventions to protect vulnerable households, strengthen nutrition programs, and expand social protection. Again, showing that we are grounded in empirical understanding and responsive policy making. Economically, the report shows a society undergoing structural transformation, backed by measurable outcomes. Since democracy, formal employment has more than doubled from 8 million to 16.8 million people, demonstrating broad labor absorption despite global recessionary trends. The growth of the black middle strata, now accounting for roughly half of the country's middle-income population, is another scientific indicator of transformation. This expansion did not happen by accident. It is the direct result of empowerment policies, skills development, preferential procurement, and inclusive growth strategies implemented over 3 decades. The NSDF 2050 further provides an evidence-based spatial plan to modernize cities, strengthen rural regions, and position the entire national territory as an integrated, competitive economic system. The report also demonstrates that when we were confronted with a strategic electoral setback, the ANC responded not with emotion, but with scientific political calculation and responsible statecraft. The decision to champion a government of national unity was a rational, evidence-based intervention designed to stabilize the country, protect transformation gains, ensure policy continuity, and prevent the reactionary forces from reversing democratic progress. This is the ANC acting as a mature liberation movement guided by data, history, and the national interest. What emerges unmistakably from the midterm report is a movement that is renewing with purpose, rebuilding with discipline, and driving human development with measurable results. The ANC is sharpening its ideological tools, strengthening its institutions, investing in cadreship, and reconnecting with the motive forces of change. It is demonstrating through evidence, not slogans, that South Africa is moving forward. People live longer, more children and youth are in education, more households have services, more Black South Africans occupy professional and entrepreneurial spaces, and the foundations of an integrated future-oriented economy are being constructed with scientific precision. The message to the nation is clear and emphatic. The ANC is rising, the ANC is renewing, and the ANC is leading South Africa into a new era of measurable progress, scientific advancement, and inclusive development. The future is not only imagined, it is being built in data, in policy, and in the lived experiences of millions through the renewal project now firmly underway. Thank you very much.